Welcome to Soccer As We Like It, the Man United direction. It's been a while since the Burnley game. We've had a lot of international breaks and that's made it look like it's been forever. Let's get right to it. A lot of things to talk about. We're going to talk about legends who are kicking the club. We're going to talk about people who are anti-Pogba. We're going to talk about people who are anti-Man United. And we're going to talk about the match between Man United and Watford, which seems to be a game United must win. Right. We all know we all had this international break. Our last game was against Burnley, which we won Burnley. We defeated Burnley. We got the 3 points. So United have played 4 games, won 2 and lost 2. Okay. Fast forward, after the game against Burnley, Rashford got a red card after falling in for that okie doke by that Burnley defender. Now, the international break seems like it was forever. It was like it was forever. It was a long time. It seems I'm not a big fan of international football, but the World Cup is over. These qualifications, they don't cut it for me. They really don't cut it for me. So I'm not a big fan of international breaks. I just think that it's, to me, honestly, as a football fan, I think it's a bloody waste of time. So anyway, but if we go into this game and into our program today, thank you for joining us. Thank you for sharing our videos. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for giving us comments. I've got a lot of negative Man United fans and negative people talking about how United are rubbish. Jose Mourinho out, Pogba out. It's a whole lot, a trailer load of utter and total bollocks. Right. They say during the international break, a lot of people seem to have a lot of time on their hands. You know, that time. Because there's no Premiership matches, people are not watching games, you're watching international breaks and you just have so much time and just talk a lot of nonsense. Alright, we all know the great legend, Eric Cantona. Him, where is it? That guy there. That guy there. Cantona. Him. A great legend for Manchester United. He's emphasized and said he likes Mourinho, but he doesn't think Mourinho is the right manager for United. He thinks the best person for United would be either Pep or himself, that Mourinho is not bringing United style, that he's just literally saying, politely saying, you're a nice manager, but you're not good enough for United. It's like saying, you know, yes, you look like a Ferrari, but you're not a Ferrari. You're actually a Ford Focus. You know what I mean? Anyway, I mean, at this moment in time, is this really the right time for ex-players to start sticking the sword or the knife into Man United at this particular time? This is the time where my players, ex-players, it's okay to say what they have to say. Because some of them are paid, but some of them aren't paid. Some of them just open their mouth and just talk a lot of nonsense. And they feed into that negativity that the non-United fans, the haters, start to like, you know what, even Cantona said it, even Paul Scholes said it. It's alright Graham Souness says it. Graham Souness was a great player for United, but he's a bloody twat as a pundit, because he's always, you know what? I think this guy has a hate agenda against Paul Pogba, because if Pogba scores, the goal was not good enough. Anyone could have scored it. That even his Gardner would have scored goal. He gives Pogba no credit. It's always negative. But who gives a shit about about Graham Souness? I don't. He used to be a great player for Liverpool back in the day when I was a kid, but for now, I don't give a toot what he bloody says. He could go to hell for all I care. Right, you have Cantona, King Eric Cantona. The man with who raised his collars up to play for United back in the 90s. He gave United, he won a title 93, 94, 96, 97, and he retired. He won four league titles, and 2 FA Cups, and he quit. He won the double in 94, double in 96, and he quit. So he's a legend, because what he brought to United during that time was immense. It was absolute immense. But for him to come out and start talking about this negativity, you see, because what he says, people follow. What he says, people listen to. Like, you know what? If he can say it, then of course Man United is to get rid of Mourinho, but we really don't need that right now. Then there's Paul Scholes, another great legend, who's got he's one of the most decorated players in English football after Ryan Giggs. I think 9 league titles, I think 9 or 10 league titles. And still, he's always criticizing Pogba. I know he was a great player, but sometimes, do we really need that, or the players really need that right now? No. It's bad enough. It's bad enough. So, on a more positive note, we have a game against Watford on Saturday. This game, as the pundits and the press of that man, is a must win for Mourinho. No, it is not. We have to win. We should win. We would like to win, but it's not a one game basis whereby he wins, he loses, he's going to get fired. No. That is not. We haven't got to that point. No. In reference to Pogba, I mean, I've not seen any player who has received so much hatred from United fans and from non-United fans. The non-United fans, I don't give a damn about them because they are literally none of my business. I don't give a shit what they think. But Pogba, we all want the best for him. But I think some of them are turning it into a one-man personal vendetta against him. Yes, he cost 90 million, which Juventus set the price tag, not Pogba. Yes, he should be more consistent in games. Yes, he should be delivering. Yes, he should be playing more consistent football. As in the potential and skill set he shows when he plays for France, he needs to show that when he plays for Manchester United, which is his bread and butter, which is where he gets his pay. There's not. I don't care if he dances. I don't care if he does the moonwalk. If he does the shimmy shimmy. I don't care. As far as he delivers on the field, that's all I'm worried about. Has he been consistent? No, he hasn't. But I know he can. Yes, he made some statements during the national break. And obviously the press deciphered it, took out the part that is interesting and throw it out there to sell more papers, get more people to follow those stories and cause more problems and more separation and discontinuity and disunity in the United camp. They already hate United. They already hate Mourinho. So turning Pogba against, you see, this is a total mess. But we as United fans should know better. We should stand by the team, stand by Mourinho, stand by Pogba, and stand by the team in everything we do, till anything else happens. But win or lose, rain or shine, we are United fans, true and true. If you're not a United fan, listen. No one is forcing you to be a United fan. You could go and join you could always join Manchester City. There's no one listen. No one in this world is forced to do anything they don't want to do. I've been United. I was born in North London. So my choice and my family support Tottenham. I have respect for Tottenham. I like Tottenham, but I don't support Tottenham. If Man United and Tottenham playing, I support United. If Tottenham and someone else is playing, I'll support Tottenham. That is the way it is. But for people and fans to just sit on the forums and use these platforms to constantly diss and hate, you can even see some hatred. I was listening to some fan, I'm not going to mention his name now, some YouTube channel, and this guy, the racist tones that were coming out of his tongue, they were twisted and sick. I had to type like, are you for real, mate? Are you really saying this? And this was last season. So people are using this opportunity to hate people for their own personal vendettas against individual players. United have had players who've gone through this. And there was a time people didn't like David Beckham. There was a time David Beckham and Alex Ferguson did not even see eye to eye. Shipped out. Van Nistelrooy and Alex Ferguson fell out. Shipped out. Roy Keane was actually insulting Alex Ferguson's assistant, Quiros. Shipped out. Roy Keane's a legend. Nistelrooy, legend. Beckham, legend. Shipped out, mate. No player is bigger than the club. End of the day, you either want to play for United or you don't want to play for United. But if you put on that shirt and you put on that badge, make sure you give 110% playing for United. That's all that the fans, that's all we want. We don't want We don't care about anything else about how you perform on the day. The passion, the pride, wearing the badge that you are a United player, true and true. I don't care if you're not raised in Manchester. I don't care if you don't know the United history. You will know the history. My predicted score for United is United winning by 3-2. And the problem is with United, they have to be very focused on this game. Because if you look at it from a critical angle, with Andre Gray and Troy Deeney up front, they have some really good players, and Watford are not long balls. They play counter-attacking football. They play like a 4-2-2 or 4-4-2 or 4-2-2. So I think United will line up with De Gea, Ashley Young, if Lucio not fit, Valencia, Smallings, and Lindelof. In the middle, Matic, Fred, and Pogba. Up front, Lingard, Lukaku, Sanchez. 4-3-3. But in going forward, this is not a game I think Fellaini should play in. Because if you play Fellaini and Matic, it's going to be so slow, and Pogba doesn't have the opportunity to move or run. And Lukaku has to be clinical. He needs to take his chances. This is not a time. He needs to improve on his touch, and his finishing needs to improve. This is not Everton. This is Manchester United. We are the biggest club in the world, but we're not showing it in the field in reference to European trophies and dominance in English football as we used to be. Anyway, so we as United fans, we got to be united together for all the time. I don't listen to the press. I don't give a shit about the press. I don't read the British English newspapers where I come from. I don't read those papers anymore. I'm done. Because they have nothing to say. Even this international break, they didn't talk about Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Tottenham. It's all about United. It's just a bunch of vultures just circling around, waiting for Mourinho to be fired. It's like, okay, look at the incident. Rashford played for England, and the press he should leave Manchester United and go where? He should go play in a lower league and get really. If you can't cut it in United, you're not going to cut it in Barcelona, Real Madrid, Juventus, or Bayern Munich. You're going to play on the bench. So he needs to fight for his place and dig deep. In reference to our formation, we're going to play 4-3-3, and Watford are the only team who play 4-4-2. But they make it work. They play from the back, through the front, through the middle, and the players on the wings come inside to go and feed Troy Deeney and Andre Gray, who these guys are no mugs. So, think about it. We're meeting top of the table team. This is a top of the table team. This is a team that's won 4 out of 4. So it means they have a pedigree. In their history, I don't think they've even won 4 out of 5. So beating United to them is going to be like, you know what? We might not win the title, but we're going to be up there. There's nothing like a great start. There's nothing as good as having a great start to the Premiership season. It's nothing like having that great start. Excuse me. Overall, don't forget to hit a like on this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're a new viewer, and don't forget to share the video. Drop your comments. Let's talk about the formation United are going to play, who you think United should play the lineup, and who should not be playing. Should Martial come on as a sub? If things are not going well, I think Martial should come on. I'm not sure if Luke Shaw is going to be fit because of his head injury he sustained during the England match. So I think we're going to be down with Ashley Young again. I hold my breath on that one, but it is what it is. I want to give a shout out to a guy, a United fan in Nigeria. His name is Deji Jeff. Nice guy, works hard, a very hard United fan, a very big subscriber, and he's a very good guy, promoting and trying to sell United fans what United should do and what they shouldn't do in reference to supporting Manchester United. Right? Nice one, Deji. Keep up the great work. In going forward, if we beat Watford, it will give United more confidence. It will show that we are slightly getting back into the routine of things, and that will give us the momentum to go into beat Wolves. Okay, we're talking about these teams. Who we've played so far? Brighton, Burnley, Watford, Wolves. These look like winnable games on paper, right? Yeah, they are winnable games on paper, but teams have moved on and moved up and gotten better. United, I really don't know about that, but we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. And we just hope United do well, get the 3 points. That's all we want. Just United getting the 3 points, and we could sit down, have a laugh, have a giggle, and we could talk about it. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share this video. On Saturday, after the match against Watford, win or lose, we're going to have our fan reaction, our fan cams. And don't forget to follow our video and see what the fans' reaction is after the game. And I'll give a summary after the match. Don't forget to support United. United we stand. United we stand with the team, the player, the coach, and everything that represents Manchester United. I'm out. My name is Tim Russell. Stay blessed.